Hey, what's up? This is Pfeiffer, the owner of BachelorVegas.com. And I'm here today in front of the Cromwell, where this is the hotel where the infamous Drai's Nightclub, Beach Club, and After Hours resides here in Las Vegas. Definitely one of the more popular hip-hop venues in Las Vegas. It is probably the undisputed champion for hip-hop in Las Vegas. If you like that kind of music, then this is definitely probably going to be a place you're going to want to check out when you come here for your Las Vegas vacation. So this video is going to be about table sections, bottle service, the nightclub in general. So if you're interested in getting a table here at Drai's Beach, I'm your go-to host for that. I'm definitely one of the top independent hosts here, and do a ton of work with all the venues here, Drai's Beach Club, nightclub, and the After Hours. And definitely look forward to all the great times that I've had here in the past and coming up in the future with the big artists that they book. They bring in some big guys like Rick Ross, Trey Songz, Meek Mill, Migos. They brought in Chris Brown in the past, and Lil Wayne. That's one of the big hitters on the big weekends. So definitely some fun parties here. They really know how to move the crowd, if you will. The DJ that there's a resident of him, DJ Franzen, and this guy he knows how to work the hip hop crowd for sure. It's definitely a good party in here, no doubt. And that's why it's one of the number one hip-hop clubs in probably the world, actually. So now, as far as dress code, guys, I've run into this in the past. They used to not allow Jordans, Air Jordan shoes, but they kind of loosened up on that a little bit. You can get in with nice Jordans, or even Yeezys are okay, something along those lines. But you can't get in with any kind of athletic gear. They don't want to have any kind of jerseys, no sweatpants, anything like that. You got to come correct, act like you're going to an upscale nightclub. You want to wear some slacks, some nice jeans, no rips and stuff, a nicer shirt, and then obviously decent shoes. You can't wear work boots or anything like that. It's got to be upscale high-end sneakers or dress shoes. Okay, that'll get you in no problem. I'd have a whole nother video. I'll link it below for the Drai's Beach Club, and that's a whole nother hip-hop party with different dress code. Obviously, it's more of a pool party. This is a video about the nightclub and the bottle service. So let's talk a little bit about the table sections. I'll kind of start with the inside area, the main floor, and then I'll start at the lower end, and we'll go from there. And I'll flash the sections up as we talk about them here. So when you're going into the main room, the entry-level tables are typically the balcony tables. What's up, man? What's up? Typically the balcony tables, and they're pretty small. They're kind of overlooking the club from the top. Generally, 4 to 6 people up there would be probably a good number. But it gets you into the main room. Okay, that's your entry-level main room table. The next level is going to be your mezzanine level, if you will. That's going to be the Mezz Tables, and they overlook the club on the right and the left side, kind of spread around. Good tables for a group of say 8 to 10, and you get a nice view of the stage from above, and they're good tables. There's just not a lot of traffic up there. The people that have the tables up there are the other people that are up there. There's not going to be a lot of people walking around up there. That's most of the people are going to be on the main floor. So if you had a self-contained group, maybe some couples or whatnot, and you don't have a huge budget, and you want to get on a mezzanine table, get a nice view of the show, perfect for that. Okay, and then when you get down on the main floor, you have the banquettes. Okay, there's some decent-sized banquettes that'll hold maybe up to 8, maybe 10 tops, and then there's a couple smaller ones that are kind of really small. They only hold maybe 4 people. They're kind of crappy in my opinion, but they're tables on the main floor, and they're not that expensive. So the banquettes are all right if you need to get something on the main floor and you don't have a huge budget. Right up from the banquettes, right behind them are the back wall tables. We call those the south and north elevated booths, but they're considered the back wall tables, and those tables are pretty good for groups of say 12. I've even had up to 15 in there with groups of guys and girls. They can fit pretty good. You can actually stand up on the ledge, and you can, kind of rage on the ledge and whatnot, and party. You have a lot of room in your area. So those are good tables, and they're fairly reasonably priced for some of the bigger artists and whatnot. You get a pretty nice spot. You got a nice view of the stage and whatnot. So there's also some tables behind the DJ booth. Those are considered the DJ booth tables. I don't book those too often. They're kind of special request. But if you're interested in one of those behind the DJ booth tables, I'm happy to set one of those up for you guys. Just give me a heads up, and I'll get a quote for you. It's kind of something you're not going to find online, but I can definitely get you guys something behind the DJ booth in the area. The only problem is you don't really have that great of a view of the stage from there. You kind of got all the lighting and the sound guys right in front of you, but there is something to be said for being up in the DJ booth. And then of course you have your dance floor tables. Okay, there's basically 4 different levels of dance floor tables. Okay, you have your patio dance floor tables, which are going to be your entry-level dance floor tables. Those are going to be the ones that are in between the inside and the outside, and they face the stage. They're actually pretty good tables. They're elevated a little bit. You get a nice view, and they're not that expensive. Okay, and then the upper dance floor tables are the ones to the right and to the left of the DJ. Just above the lower dance floor tables, okay? So the upper dance floor tables are obviously considered like the very prime tables, if you will, and then the lower dance floors are the ones in front of them, which are the most expensive tables. Now there's also, I believe, 4 tables they used to have a really long, big dance floor, but they've cut off about half the dance floor, and they actually put tables there, and those are called the VIP dance floor tables, okay? So you got your patio dance floor tables, your VIP dance floor tables, your upper dance floor tables, and your lower dance floor tables. And the lower dance floors are the most expensive, uppers are second most expensive. I think the VIP dance floor is about the same price as the upper dance floors, and maybe even the lower dance floors. And then, patio dance floors are kind of your entry-level dance floors. Now, if the main room's getting like sold out, or you don't have the budget, or you just want to be outside, a lot of the nights when they have a big artist, they'll actually seat the outside. Typically, they'll seat the poolside banquettes. They'll be low minimums. You can get a pretty decent spot right by next to the pool outside. If you just want to be out in the action a little bit, and there's usually a lot of people chilling out by the pool, you can meet some girls and whatnot, or guys, and those pool tables aren't too bad. I've sold them fairly often to guys that don't have a big budget. And, they're pretty good. They're out by the pool. And then also sometimes they seat the bungalows by the pool. And those aren't too expensive on even the bigger nights. You get a nice big area. You got you can stand on the bungalow edges and watch the show from there. You can see the stage and whatnot. So the outside pool bungalows are not bad. On really busy nights, they might seat the day beds and the couches, which are kind of far out, but they're kind of no man's land, if you will, from the stage. But they do seat them sometimes, and even the upper cabanas, I've seen them seat on really, really busy nights. So they can seat the whole beach club on a really big weekend or big artist night. But that gives you pretty much the whole rundown of the venue and whatnot. The way it works for booking, you just hit me up. I will generate a link for whatever you decide you want to go with. I generally have the pricing online. Usually the way their system works, if you don't want to pay like a certain minimum and you want to get a lower minimum, we do what's called a handshake or a podium tip. And what you do with the lower, with a tip, you can get a lower minimum. Okay, so let's do, for an example, say we have a $2,000 minimum, and with tip and tax it comes out to about $2,800 roughly. It's a little bit more than that, but it comes out to $2,800. Now, if you can't afford $2,800 but you want that table, well, maybe they have an option to do a 1K minimum. Okay, so you get less alcohol, only 1K worth of alcohol, but a $500 podium tip. So 1K plus $500 podium tip plus the tip and tax on the 1K comes out to about $1,870-ish. Okay, so instead of paying $2,800, you're about $1,000 less to get the same table. But again, you don't have as much alcohol because you only got $1,000 to spend instead of $2,000. So if you know you're a group that's going to spend a lot or drink a lot, and you're going to buy a lot of alcohol, you're better off doing the higher minimum, and then that way you're going to probably spend it anyway. So why, don't waste the money on the podium tip if you're going to drink the alcohol. Okay, so you got to compare the numbers. I'll be happy to go over it with you in detail if you want to talk about it on the phone. You can go ahead and just click the link below. I do have a 3D rendering of the nightclub and the beach club on my websites, and you can go scroll through and really see the sections, what they're like in the club. And, if you're on the page with this, then you're seeing this video, you've seen it on the page. And then if you're on YouTube and you just want to click the link below, that'll take you over to one of my websites, okay? So other than that, it's just a great hip-hop party. This place is definitely going to keep crushing the game in 2022 and beyond. I'm 100% certain they're going to keep big artists and whatnot going here. They've really turned even the pool party into a hip-hop party as well. And then the after hours, I do work with them as well, and that's definitely pretty much all hip-hop now. So real good party, and if you're into hip-hop music, this is definitely going to be one of your spots. So make sure you hit me up. I'll set you guys up over at Trey's, After Hours, Beach Club, or the Nightclub. I am Pfeiffer, and I look forward to working with you. Talk soon. Bye.